going to show you something more interesting. Let me go back to the slides. So, as we have mentioned that, okay, for BellaDati, we have developed native iOS and Android applications. And then for our native applications, it's not only for you to consume the data or view the reports. We have a fully featured interface. What does this mean? For example, I want to apply some filter, or I'm doing a presentation. I want to do some motive analysis. For example, I can just click here and choose the filter I want. For example, I still want to choose the face to be face 2. And I can select the operation I want. For example, the contains only phase 2 for analysis. So you will be able to set a filter here. So once you refresh, go back, you'll only be able to see phase 2 data. And for example, now I want to go back, I just reset. Once you refresh, you will be able to see all the data again. And of course, you are able to make comments here if you want. For example, all the comments I made just now, it's also shown here.
Will we modify the dashboard over here?
Dashboard? No, this is whatever you have in your accounts, it will be here. So basically, it's for you to, you are not able to create reports or dashboards here, but it's more for you to consume data and do some volume analysis. And for our Android application, you are able to, what you can do is that currently, because we don't bring our Android device now, but what you can do is that, for example, if you are working on the field and you want to collect some data on site, what you can do, we have an interface for you to enter data there, and the data will be automatically added into your reports. So, for example, the people in the lab or in your company will be able to see the updated data once you enter it from the site. And all these apps are free for download. For example, if you have an iOS or Android device, you can just go to App Store to search BellaDati, you will be able to download it. But if you don't have an account, you will only be able to see the default dashboards. And for example, I'm showing you how, there's one more feature is that you will be able to download the report. For example, I'm not going to have Wi-Fi connection, so I just download it, and I will be able to see it on offline report. It's exactly the same report, but I don't need Wi-Fi connection to use it.
But it's just report, so I could filter, right? If it's offline.
Oh yeah,
okay.
Offline you cannot filter because the connection is gone. So basically, you have.
Can you save a filtered report?
Huh?
Can you save a filtered report?
Yes. For example, now I go back. I want, maybe let me just delete the one I showed you just now. For example, currently here is a full report. I apply some filters here. When you apply filter and you save it, and when you view it offline, you'll be able to see only part of the data. And so if I save it again, so basically, this is only part of the data. This is, you will download, you will store the data, the reports at the time that you download, no matter what are the filters you apply. Okay, I think this is the end of this sharing and collaboration session. So basically, because the product is available on all the platforms you want, so, and you just using your account to log in. So whatever you store in your account, you'll be able to see in all the platforms. So should I continue the next section?
Yeah. So we have like 15 minutes. We'll just go really quickly through the
BellaApps.
BellaApps, yeah. And then we'll finish with the data warehouse. Take lunch.
this section, what I'm going to introduce to you is about BellaApps. So for BellaApps, basically is that even if you don't understand anything about BI, about data sets, we can still make you to be an analyst hero because we have all these ready-made templates for different industries. So you can just download it and import it and use it. So sometimes that now we are providing a tool, but sometimes providing the tool is not enough because you will worry, you may concern that, for example, I want to develop something, but I'm afraid that I'm going to take a very long time to develop it. Or if I'm going to hire a consultant to do that for me, I need to pay a lot of money for that. And of course, sometimes because if you are very new to the business, you don't know what are the KPIs or measures you want to see because you are not familiar with the business domain. Or sometimes because you are not an experienced data analyst. Okay, you understand what are the KPIs you want to see, but you cannot code and you don't understand formulas and you don't want to learn it. What if in this case, I'm going to answer, and what if that except of the measures and KPIs I want to see in my business, I want to know that what are the industry leaders or competitors looking at while they are doing the same analysis. I hope to have a few of that also. And what if that, okay, now you see other reports and dashboards, you like it, but you don't know, okay, currently I'm running my internal system. I'm not sure whether my data sets or data warehouse currently or the data maintained in my company can be suitable or is suitable for developing these reports. What are the mandatory data I need in order to develop these reports? And then what if that I know all this, but I have no sense of design, and I need to show my reports to the customers or to the public. So I need to make it comprehensive and user-friendly. So for all these questions, we can answer it using BellaApps. What is BellaApps basically? So it's industry-related packages of reports and dashboards with sample data. So it can significantly lighten and decrease your analyst efforts while developing your BI solutions. So how could I avoid long report development time and service cost? So currently in our website, we have listed all the apps we have developed used by our analysts. So it's just at this page, you can just go and download it. We have all the apps across different industries. You'll be able to search by the keywords, and once you download it, with the BellaDati package, you can just import in your system. I'm going to show you how to import and create it. And it's very easy to import. So what kind of measures and KPIs should I observe in my business? For example, if I'm new to a business, and what we do is that in the BellaApps, all the reports and dashboard we present the top measures and indicators in that particular industry. For example, for gaming industry, normally people are looking at daily active user or for monthly active user. So basically we'll put the KPIs there. And for hospitality, we're looking at IVPAR, which is revenue per available room. And for project management, we're looking at, this is just one example, estimated completion. And for transportation, for example, PPS, profit percent. So, okay, now you know that, okay, I need these KPIs, but how to write a formulas about this? How to write a formulas in order to develop these KPIs? You don't need to worry about that because under each KPIs or measures we put there, you will be able to see the formulas underlying there. So for example, these are all the codes you will be able to use once you start to build your own reports. And what if that I want to see all the analysis that industry leaders and competitors look at? Because we have all the common analysis and views in the reports. Because when we present BellaApps, it's not only one single view, just the KPIs. We will provide a lot of supporting analysis there. For example, on top of it, you want to see the major KPIs, and then below you want to see the details. Or for example, you want to view the sales by region, by country, or by product, or by your sales channel. These are all the analysis we will provide, and these are all the analysis that are industry proven. And what if that, I don't know what else data do I need to prepare. So basically, because once you upload the BellaApps into your domain, and you will be able to see from datasets until reports, until dashboard, everything. So you will be able to identify the database schema, and because most of the time we're using industry standard sources or public datasets. For example, for Facebook analysis, Twitter analysis, or this SNS analysis, you are using the public API the data from the API, so it's very standard. As long as you have Facebook, your dataset will look exactly the same as ours. And for example, because all the data, you will be able to view all the data sets there, so you will be able to identify what are the mandatory or arbitrary fields we have been used to develop the reports. So from there, you will be able to see the dimensions and measures. And sometimes you will need to join the data sets together. So because for joint data sets, you will be able to see the cardinality there, so you can still identify the joint data sets. And if, for example, you want to make some changes on the data, and you want to apply for some transformation scripts, once you click import in the system, you will be able to see the code for transformation scripts also, similar to indicators. And of course, you will be able to see possible drill downs. For example, you can define the drill down path here and at your data set level. Okay, so for example, here I want to see from craft name and to road. And you can define, and at the reporting level, you can just choose the drill down path you want to use, and you will be able to see the data in different drill down levels. So now what I'm going to show you is that how we can, because just now I've illustrated a few questions. For example, for this project planning of a few data set and report we have built, if you want to see the formulas under each indicators, what you need to do is you just need to click the edit button and choose indicators. For example, this missed deadlines is calculated in this formula. So when you use it, you can just copy it out and use it. And there's one more question I didn't answer.
Yeah, so I just sum it up with the idea behind the BellaApps, because we was trying to explain it. Usually, customers, even if they have a tool, they don't know what to do with it. So our idea, we have a industry expertise for different verticals, for different companies, for different cases, and how we want to enable you to to create a good analysis and to do it fastly, to do it in a correct way, and give you all the know-how. Basically, this is the reason why we create the BellaApps from different industries. We publish it on our marketplace. You can download it, and as Iceland said, this is a package of all the reports, dashboards, and data sets. So basically, you download it, you upload it to your application, and you're not starting with a scratch. Because when I was creating a report, it was empty, and I had to think like, what kind of KPIs I want to show you guys, what kind of data I have to prepare, what kind of dashboards, how to combine them. But this is what we are giving to you. So basically, you upload it, and you see the reports, and then these are the values behind. You not only see the reports, you see the KPIs which are there. You see the formulas, so you don't need to think about maybe dropout rate versus number of teachers per student is a good KPI, and we're giving it to you. So you just open the BellaApp, you can see there, and you think, hey, this is a good KPI. How should I calculate it? The formula is there, so you don't need to think about it. You have it. How should I display this? You don't need to think about it because this is there. But if you use a bar chart, in contrast to the line chart, you will see something when you will be able to identify it. We also give you the data structure, so you see what kind of tables we use, what are the mandatory columns you should keep in your data set to be able to create such analysis. Or we also suggest you what are the maybe other arbitrary columns. If you use them, what kind of analysis you are able to do, and then how to design. So this will be more explanation. Like if someone is not experienced in analysis and create some kind of a pie chart like this, maybe this is not a good way. So we also in the BellaApp you can also find like best practices in our report design, and this is everything. Yeah.
Should we start?
I think it's good. I just explained it. And if you go one slide farther, even more. Yeah, this is about importing and creating. Yeah, this one. So marketplace. So all the applications that are on the marketplace, you can just download them. What's the vision or future behind the marketplace? How it's going to work? It's like either we are developing this, this analysis for you, or we are publishing it here, or third-party, data analysts. They can create their own analysis if they have any know-how and any best practices. They can upload it to our marketplace, and then they can start sharing it. Maybe in the future, they're not only for free, but maybe they can start charging for that. So this is the reason that we are not giving only the tool, but we are also giving you the know-how, best practices, all the experience from the data analyst work.
Maybe just a quick demo for how you will be able to upload the apps. For example, once you click here, you'll be able to see all the apps here. And for example, I want to see hotel and hospitality. We just download it. And I don't need to fill in.
Yeah, you have to fill in. Yeah, so you have to fill in. Email. So you can fit. Yeah.
So once it's downloaded, okay, so you will be able to import it back.
Yes,
Or you can do it very easy. You just click upload app and
You follow the simple wizard, basically.
follow this screen. Okay, choose a file. So
It's cool. I know where. Yeah, hospitality you should have it there. It's downloaded. And downloads your BellaDati.
okay, I see.
Downloads. Good.
Okay, so you just upload it and you will be able to see all the reports here. Once it's done, you just click continue.
So
And because it can be, it will show you all the descriptions of dashboard and reports included here. Once you click add report, because
So
this will be run at the backend, so you can just close it. And later you'll be able to see the reports and dashboards here.
So basically you don't have an empty tool, but immediately you have some reports, dashboards, data sets, and all the normal, as I was saying. Yeah,
So
there's-
basically these are the two reports here, and once you click it, basically everything is there. You'll be able to see all the folders, all the reports, and all the KPI.
Good.
Yeah, I think that's it for the BellaApps.